Hi guys, Swans here, back again for another video on the channel, and in this one today then is another Wales match preview, and I'll be previewing tomorrow's game, Belarus vs Wales, a very important game for Cymru. Belarus' last game then, unlike Wales, wasn't an international friendly, it was a World Cup qualifier, and unfortunately for them they did lose 1-0 to Czech Republic. In fairness though, Czech Republic in the FIFA World Rankings are much higher than Belarus, so fair play to Belarus to give a good account of themselves and only losing 1-0 in the end, which is obviously a bad defeat, but you know, it could have been a lot worse. For Wales then, unfortunately we didn't have a World Cup qualifier, as Belgium and Estonia were also in action and we wasn't, but Wales did versus an international friendly against Finland. Wasn't a great game, we didn't lose at the end of the day, we did keep a clean sheet. It was an unfortunate 0-0 draw. You know, a 0-0 draw in this one would be a very poor result. You know, Belarus are currently on 3 points with -7 goal difference, 3 games played. Wales have played 2 games, 3 points, -1. So even though we've played a game less than Belarus, we are higher than them in the table. But, you know, it'd be great to get these 3 points, to be 3 points above Belarus. We can try and push Belgium and Czech Republic to top spot. The last meeting between these two sides then came in September 2019 in an international friendly at Cardiff City Stadium. Wales won 1-0 in that one, Dan James scoring the only goal of the game. Wales have only played Belarus 5 times in their men's international history. Wales have won 4 of them, but Belarus have won 1 of the games out of the 5 we have played Belarus. You know, it is likely Wales will win, but there's a small chance that Belarus could upset the odds tomorrow, and you never know. Football is a funny game. Going on to FotMob ratings, and these are the 3 best Belarus players over the year. Of course, there wasn't in any Europe action, so these are just qualifiers and friendlies. In third place, Max Ebong with a 6.54. In second place, Vitali Lisakovic with 6.98. And in first place for Belarus, the best player for them this year is Nikolai Zolotov with a 7.00. So if all those 3 players are fit and available for Belarus tomorrow in Kazan, we need to look out for those. Going on to team news then, there's no absentees for Belarus. So the squad they are available for Czech Republic is the same squad they've got available for this one. Wales unfortunately are out 3 players who were available against Finland. Unfortunately, Swansea's Brandon Cooper, Ethan Ampadu and Tyler Roberts are all not available for this game as they didn't get their visas in time. This game is getting played in Kazan in Russia due to FIFA sanctioning the governing body for Belarus, the government. So unfortunately, as part of their punishment for Belarus, they're not allowed to play at their home ground. So, you know, unfortunately for Wales, we've got to travel even further to Russia, and unfortunately for Wales fans, it's behind closed doors as well. So there'll be no Belarus, no Wales fans, not even in both of these teams' countries. It's in Russia. So it's technically a home game for Belarus. It's a lot closer to Russia than Wales is, but it is unfortunate because it would have been good to verse Belarus at their stadium with some Wales fans. But fingers crossed, you know, in an empty stadium, Wales can win. So I do have a Welsh fan on, like in the last one I did have a Welsh fan on, and unfortunately I couldn't find any Belarus vloggers, you know, a big shame. But I've got the next best thing, Curtis, a very good mate of mine. You do see him on a lot of my vlogs. TheTrueJack is his channel. He has kindly come on the channel, giving his thoughts on the game tomorrow from a Welsh point of view and his score prediction. So make sure you subscribe to Curtis. His link will be down below, but let's see what Curtis has to say about tomorrow's game.
Curtis, also known as TheTrueJack, and he's asked me to give my preview of the Wales game against Belarus on Sunday. Obviously with Wales have been hit by COVID injuries, like we without Roden, Ramsey, Nico Williams, Kiefer Moore. Yeah, we got a few big names missing, but the 3 key players we got are probably Dan James, Gareth Bale, and I'd probably say Harry Wilson, but David Brooks is obviously injured as well, which is a massive shame. But oh well, we had a 0-0 draw against Finland the other day, and hopefully we can get a bounce back win for the qualifying match against Belarus. My prediction, I'm going to go with, well, I think we'll scrape a 2-0 win. I think Gareth Bale get one, and I'm going to go with, you know, I fancy Johnny Williams getting the other one. Come on, Wales.
Thanks, Chris, for coming on. Now let's get to the next part of the video then. Shout out to the people who had the 0-0 right against Finland. Surprisingly, there was 2 people who got a correct score prediction. No surprise that Guzzi was well done. Congratulations to Guzzi, he said 0-0. And also congratulations to Leo Partanan, who also predicted a 0-0. If you want a shout out on Tuesday's match preview against Estonia, get in the comment section down below of your score prediction for Belarus vs Wales. And if you are right, you will be featured in Tuesday's match preview. Going on to my team selection then, like I said, 3 absentees for Wales, so you no striker really available for Wales, and of course, two of our main right backs aren't available to play. So it's going to be a bit of an interesting selection. So in goals for me, Danny Ward, the back four, Chris Gunter, right back with Ben Davies, left back, the right centre back being Chris Mepham, and the left centre back being James Lawrence. The two midfielders are Joe Allen and Matthew Smith for me. The two wingers is going to be Brennan Johnson and Daniel James. Harry Wilson in the number 10 role, with Gareth Bale playing as a bit of a false nine striker. I think that's the strongest team we've got. Chris Gunter for me's got to play in this game. He should be good enough for Belarus. Brennan Johnson, very, very impressive with him the other night. I think he deserves a start. Bit harsh on Dylan Levitt. I thought he had a great game the other night, but for me, if Joe Allen's fit and available, he's got to play. And then it's just out of Matthew Smith and Dylan Levitt who you pick out of those. But I think Gareth Bale's got to play up front for me. We don't have many other options in the squad, unfortunately. And going on to my score prediction then, I think we should have enough for Belarus. They could give a good account of themselves, but realistically, Wales need to win this game. We've got Belarus and Czech Republic next month in the qualifiers, but, these are the two easiest games we will have in the group. So, yeah, I'm going to go for a 3-0 Wales win. Goal scorers, I'm going to go for Nottingham Forest, Brennan Johnson. I'm going to go for Bournemouth, Chris Mepham. And I'm going to go for Leeds United, Daniel James. So I'm going to go 3-0, an away victory to Cymru. Let me know down below of what your score prediction is. And like I said, if you are correct, we'll be featured on Tuesday's match preview. So thanks guys for watching. Really do appreciate the support as always. We recently have hit 4,200 subscribers, which is absolutely mental. Thank you very much for all the support on the watch long the other day. It was a bit of a short notice one, but I tried my best to do as many watch longs as possible when it comes to Wales and games I cannot attend. Just like the majority of people, or every single person in the world, they will not be attending Belarus vs Wales unless they're part of Belarus or Wales matchday team, which unfortunately I'm not. So there will be the next best thing, a watch long on Sunday, 10 to 2. I will be doing a watch long. Kickoffs at 2 o'clock. So at 1:50 PM, guys, I will be doing a watch long. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks, Curtis, for coming on the channel, and make sure you like the video. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the watch long tomorrow. Come on, Cymru. Show you, I need one more chance. Oh.